Okay, perfect. So looking at, I've wasted time rather. Sorry, I've wasted time already. So I'm really sorry about that. So quickly, let me just run as quick as possible and get to the juicy part. Okay, so looking at all these men, like if you look at them, you guys might know some of them. If you look at them, there's something they all have in common. I've already spilled the beans, so let me just get to it. A lot of them made their fortune from internet marketing, majorly direct response marketing. You might know some of them, like this is Toyo Motosho, this is Akin Labi, this is Ronaldo Zimura, this is Russell Brunson, this is Golibe, this is forgotten his name. I've forgotten some of their names. So this is Alex Amos. You might have read some of their books, you might have seen some of their videos online. Most of them made most of their fortune from direct response marketing. So, or they started out being direct response marketers. So it should tell you that copywriting is something that you don't need to go to any school to start learning about it. You don't need to go through any course to learn about it. You can just focus and learn about it on your own. You don't need to go through any formal education. See, in fact, some of them here, for example, Toyo Motosho, if you listen to him talk, he has a very strong Yoruba accent. You will know that someone like that can write a very good copy that will do so well. So that's an example. So you don't even need to be perfect to writing. You don't need to be perfect to writing to be a good copywriter. I always tell people copywriting 20% writing. Please, who is disturbing us? Chinedu Ejike, sorry. Please mute your mic. Hope you can hear me well, guys. Can you
Yes,
hear me well?
sir.
Okay, good. So I always tell people copywriting is 20% writing. Huh? It is 60% research of your audience, of your market pain points. Then the remaining 20% is you assembling your write-up. So once you can assemble your write-up well, you are good. You don't need to be the best writer. Obviously, you have to be able to write well. Not that you will be booked. Because I see some people, because people say you don't need to be the best writer, then you're not writing rubbish. No, that's not what it means. It means you should still be able to write well. You don't need to be the best in writing English. In fact, you don't even need to write any grammar, simple English, and you'll be good. Okay, so please hold on for me. Explain what you understand. I mean, what copywriting is to you, from your knowledge. What's copywriting? Who wants to try, please? I didn't get Emmanuel. What's copywriting?
Copywriting. I don't have an idea.
Okay, who else wants to try? Okay, Chimezie, go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. Good day, sir.
Yeah.
From my understanding, copywriting is a kind of imitating a write-up someone has already written, or denoting idea from what somebody has wrote already to create your own information.
Okay, that's not it entirely, but good try. What else? Why am I not seeing people raising their hands on my phone? Yet I'm seeing. Okay, Chioma, please go ahead.
Okay, good morning. Copywriting is sales in print. Copywriting is persuasive writing, to be able to convince someone to take an action, but in written words instead of speaking it out.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, Gani Oluwapelumi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Copywriting is just like rewriting a content product strategy focused on convincing the reader on a particular action we want them to make.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. So Chioma, Gani, you guys get a scope of what it's about. So if I'm to define it, I'll put it in a very simple term. Copywriting is where Chioma got it wrong was she said not spoken, it is written. But now modern days, you see people speaking a lot of it. So you see people hosting webinars, you see people hosting seminars to sell things. Do you understand? So it is not just writing. The writing is given out as actual writing, but nowadays it's not just about writing. So copywriting is whatever words, either written or spoken, that is meant to compel people to take the particular action you want them to take. It's just as simple as that. Please note it down. Get your job. Okay, I've said that earlier. So please get your job and this thing. This class is very important. So whatever words, either written or spoken, that is meant to compel people to take whatever action you want them to take, is not always sales. It's not always sales. It's not always like, for example, if you watch a YouTube video and the person tells you like, comment, subscribe, that the person is trying to compel you to follow his channel or to take whatever action. If you read a tweet and the person tells you retweet, the person is trying to compel you to retweet. Please, who is disturbing us? And my phone is not showing all these people. So the person is not trying to. The person is not. Please mute your mic. If you know you're in a noisy environment, mute your mic. You shouldn't even be safe. So it's not always just whatever action it is that you want the person to take. Do you understand? That's just it. For example, now some people run ads and they don't do direct sales ads. They run ads to generate leads. So you might have seen some, maybe you're on Facebook or on Instagram, and you see some ads, and then you go through the person's landing page, and then the person will link you to WhatsApp and tell you to save his contact so you can see something on his status. That person is trying to sell you in the future, not at the moment. So it is not always, it is whatever words, either written or spoken, trying to compel people to take whatever particular action you want them to take at that point in time. Okay, so let's proceed. Time has gone already, so let's proceed. Please mute your mic if you're in a noisy environment. Who is this? Rukaya. Victor Tom, mute your mic. Okay. So let's proceed. At any point in time, if you can't let me, please let me know. If you can't hear me rather, please let me know. Okay, so if you look at this quote by Phil Dawsonberry, it says, I've always believed that writing advertisements is the second most profitable form of writing. The first, of course, is ransom notes. So for him to say this, you should know the power of copywriting. Copywriting is something that is very powerful. For him to compare copywriting, like copywriting is second to ransom notes. See, if you see some wicked things that some copywriting do online, some copywriters do, like recently I was showing my brother one copy I saw online. That person had an e-commerce store. He was selling a product, one gadget like that can stop your baldness. I knew that thing would not work. I'm 100% certain it would not work. But yet, the copy was so compelling. When I read that copy, I was like, God, this guy will sell people rubbish that would not work. So as a copywriter, you have that power. If you know how to write your copy, so you have that power. But you should not use the fact that you understand consumer psychology, the fact that you can write something that resonates with them. Again, you shouldn't use it to manipulate them. That is not ethical. So I don't just want to tell you this. I want to show you like the power of copywriting. I want to show you personally, my own personal example, that I want to show you that what I've been able to, just in Janice alone, what I've been able to do with my because I've mastered copywriting to some extent. So let me open where our orders are recorded, so you can see some of the orders I've been able to get because of this copywriting skill. Okay, so I'm coming. Let's load up quickly. As you can see, I'm loading this like live. It's not that I'm just showing you from an already displayed screen. I'm opening this live so you see it. So if you look at all this format, you can see here 2 orders, 8 orders, 37 orders, 27 orders, 85 orders, 93 orders, 186 orders, 124 orders, 167 orders. If I go to the next page again, you see, 11 orders, 16 orders. Let me go to the next page so you see some of the orders. So here, 18 orders, 83 orders, 134 orders, 169 orders. You can see this is where the orders are. So you can check there. 84 orders, 183 orders, 334 orders. So why am I showing you this? I'm not showing you to brag or anything. No, far from that. I'm showing you so you know that this thing, mastering this skill, you don't even need to be a master at it yet. Once you can, with the framework I'm going to teach you, once you can apply it, I promise you, if you understand consumer psychology well, whatever you write to compel people to take action and order a lot. If you sum up all this, I'm sure there'll be over 1,000 orders. So this is to show you that what Phil Dawson-Berry says is true. Do you understand? The list price of all our products is like 49,500, and to have about 1,000 orders, it shows you that if I can learn this thing, I'll be able to compel people to order my product when I'm employed into Janice. To order through my own funnel when I'm employed into Janice. So let's proceed. So, and one thing you should know again is you don't even need to be a master at copywriting for you to start making money with copywriting. No. You just need to understand consumer psychology. I've seen people that it just took them 3 weeks. They just read a couple of copywriting books and were able to come up with good copies. Do you understand? Just as you're writing, see yourself in, make sure you understand the pain point of your audience. You put it to paper or you put it to your screen and you are good to go. So let's proceed. So first thing first, one thing you should know first before you start writing your copies, you need to know, what am I writing to? Because, okay, you can't, if I tell you, write an high blood pressure copy, you can't just sit down and start writing. You have to know, okay, what am I writing to? When I tell you, write a copy to sell, let's see, what can we sell? Stretch marks remover. Maybe a stretch mark remover cream. You have to know your audience. You have to know, what am I selling to? So before you can start writing, you have to know, who is my target audience? Who is my customer avatar? How do I identify my customer avatar? Where Okay, good. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir, we can see the screen now.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. So what is the person's preferred form of congregation? Where do they congregate? Where can you find people like that? So so that you guys can understand this better, I use like an example that most people can relate with. I use like about 2-3 examples that most people can relate with. So let's say, for example, let's use a football fan now. So I need you guys to answer this question using okay, your avatar is a football fan. Now, if you were to answer these questions, how would you answer them? So let's go ahead. Somebody should try. I need 2 people to try, then we'll go to the next example. Who wants to try? So what you do is identifying your customer avatar who is a football fan. So you need to get this question answered. Let's say you want to sell something to a football fan. As I said, you need to carry out your research first. You need to be able to answer these questions. So let's say you wanted to sell something to a football fan. If you were to answer this question, how would you answer it? These questions, how would you answer them rather? Okay, so who wants to try? Who wants to try? Please just open your mic and speak. If you want to try. Or do you guys understand the question?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, please, who is that speaking? Who is
Ibrahim
speaking?
Hamsuddin Saleo.
Okay, all right, please go ahead.
An avatar that's a football fan will be of a youthful age, let's say between 14 to either 40 something, 14 to either 45 or so.
Okay.
Then his dreams is always to see his club or the team he's supporting wins.
Okay.
And his life, his a day in his life always looks like chatting about football, watching matches, and discussing football primarily.
Okay, all right. That's good. That's a good one.
And the form of communication, social media will be one, then sports channels also.
Okay. Then
And
where
the
do they
last one, where they congregate, they are likely to congregate on social media and stadiums, football stadiums.
Okay, all right. That's a good one. Who else wants to try? Who else wants to try? Okay, let me continue. So, an average football fan now, what is your avatar's age? From as low as probably 6 to death, not just youthful age. See people watching football for example, I started watching football from like primary 2. I was probably 6 or 7 then, and I'm still watching till now. And by God's grace, God gives me a long life. If I'm 100, I'll still be watching. So your avatar's age is from as low as maybe 6, 7 till whatever, go to 60 plus. So what is his dream or desires? As you said, see his club winning. Not only that, see his rivals losing. For example, now, an average Man U fan now will never pray for an average Nigerian Man U fan will never pray for Chelsea to win. They always pray that Chelsea loses. That's his dream or desire. And an average Chelsea fan will always pray that Man U loses. Over the weekend, I think Man U won, Chelsea lost again. The average Chelsea fan will not be happy about that. So that's his dream or desires. What does he do in his or her life look like? The person is mostly on social media. The person is social media savvy. The person will most likely be on social media trying to check for, okay, January transfer window just ended. So the person, if we're still in January, for example, the person will be trying to check for transfer update on his clubs, probably watching football podcast, trying to follow up with the latest news, watching super sports and the likes. What is their preferred form of communication? Twitter, wherever they can congregate and speak with like-minded people. Twitter, sports YouTube comments. Where else? Maybe sports influencers comment sections, places like that. Where do they congregate? Same answer. Comment section of influencers. Who knows Fabrizio Romano here?
I do, sir. the Italian
Only
sports transfer expert.
journalist. Yeah, so you see a lot of people congregating his comment section. You see not only Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, you see people congregate there. You see people, some of you might know AFTV, you see a lot of football fan be in those comment section. DR Sports, you see a lot of people congregate there. Channels like Super Sports, that's why if you see those bets company, they will run their ads to sport channels. Why? Because that is where their target audience congregates. So this thing is very important. This is the number one step before you start writing your copy. Those bets company now, you don't see them running their advert to African Magic. Well, me, I've never seen Cha. I don't know about you. You don't see them running their advert to African Magic, to Rock. That's Iroko TV. They mostly focus on sport channels like Super Sport. Why? That is where most of their target audience is the most. Number two, because I do sports betting, and that is where you can find most of them. So that is where they can get. So all these things are important so that you will know where you can find your target audience. So that's that. So another example I have here, because not everybody is a football fan. Another example I have here, like I'm sure we have some ladies here, and most of them will not be football fan. Another example I have here is K-drama. So who wants to try? Okay, that's Korean dramas. Who wants to try for Korean dramas? I want the lady to try. Do we have ladies? Yeah, we have. I heard those. Okay, we have ladies here. We have Choma. We have Comfort. We have Joy. We have Chimezi. Okay, I need a lady to try for Korean drama. Or if you don't watch Korean drama, maybe Z World. I'll call names. Oh. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys? Okay, good. So I need somebody
Yes,
to
we can
try.
hear you, sir.
Okay, good. Korean drama, or if you don't watch Korean drama, another one is Z World. I think that's another one is Z World. Who wants to try? Let me call name. Let me call a lady. Joy. Joy.
I'm not a Z-word fan or a Korean drama fan.
Okay, all right. Who else can I call? Chioma.
Sir,
Yeah. Do you watch Korean dramas?
if you,
Okay, all right. No, I need somebody that is a fan, that is an actual fan. You a fan of Korean dramas?
I'm not a fan. I just watch the ones that appeal to me.
Okay, what about Z World?
Never.
Okay. This is like the first set that I'm seeing ladies that we don't have Korean drama fans or Z World fans.
What about
that?
epic movies like something like Merlin? But to
No,
be honest, we
I
have
need.
not.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I've not even understood the question yet.
Did you hear when Ibrahim was talking about the average football fan? Like, I'm talking about identifying your customer avatar. So if what he did is he identified his customer avatar that is a football fan by answering these questions. So I need the same to be done. But since you don't watch either, okay, let me go with Eddie Young, Peter.
So, I mean, I'm not a K-drama or Z-World fan. No. I don't watch all those things.
Okay, Chimezi. I want you guys to get this. That's why I'm trying to use broad examples.
I'm not a lady, I'm a guy.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I don't watch movies. I engage myself with music and all that.
Let me see. Chioma.
Sir?
Have I called you? I've not called you. Do you
Yeah,
watch Ida? I want to use. Are you a fan of Ida? Don't let me say, do you watch Ida? Are you a fan of Ida?
we've already talked to me. I said
Korean dramas and football?
I don't do
Okay, sorry. I thought
this
it was
thing.
comfort. I thought it was comfort. You don't watch Ida.
No, sir, I don't. I'm not a fan of them.
No, this is the first set. Okay. Since you don't, let's use you were the one that said you were a music fan. So let's use Burna Boy for example. Use Burna Boy for example. Most people know Burna. Most people know, but no, TikTok is too broad. I can't use TikTok because if I choose it, so you talk. So let's use Burna Boy and Wizkid. So who wants to do for Wizkid? Who wants to do for Burna Boy? Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, so for a Wizkid fan and for a Burna Boy fan, who wants to do for Wizkid? Who wants to do for Burna Boy? Please, let's move fast. Time has gone already. Let's move fast.
Do you
Don't
mean if you
just
should
okay,
target
Chioma. Oh yeah, which one? Who do you want to do for? Okay, you were responding to whether you could hear me. Who wants to do for? How you people don't know Wizkid and Burna Boy again? Nobody is a Wizkid or Burna Boy fan here again. Ah. So you don't watch K dramas?
the thing is that I would not really understand your question. Do you mean if you should target audience with
I'm
Wizkid
not
or
saying
Burna
target
Boy? Is
audience.
that what
I'm not saying target audience. The question is here. I explained that was why the example of the football fan was given. If you were listening, you'd have gotten. That was why the example of the football fan was given. When Ibrahim was explaining, which I explained after he did, what we did was we are trying to, okay, we want to, let's say we want to sell to an market research. So we need to get this question answered. Or let's not say sell. We want to understand how their mind works. Why? So that when they want to put any message in front of, get this question answered. So what is the average football fan's age? What is the average football fan's dream or desire? What does the day in an average football fan's what does a day in an average football fan's life look like? What is an average football fan's preferred form of communication? Where do most of them congregate? Where can you find most of them? Do you understand now?
Yes, I do now.
Yeah. So now what I'm trying to do is we've done an average football fan. Now we could not get anybody that is a fan of K-dramas or Z World. Now I want to do for Wizkid or Burna Boy. Let's do or Burna Boy now so we can move faster. So now what is the average age of probably a Wizkid fan or a Burna Boy fan? What is an average what is the dream or desire of an average Wizkid or Burna Boy fan? Or let's say Davido self. What does a day in the life of an average Burna Boy, Wizkid or Davido fan look like? What is the person's preferred form of congregation? Where can you find such a person? Do you understand it now?
Okay, I understand better now.
I'm
So
not
if I'm
just you,
setting
does everybody understand? Does everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
I understand.
Please, I need response. I don't like the fact that you guys are not responding.
We understand. We understand.
Yeah.
understand.
So speak. I don't like the fact that nobody is speaking, even for my not
Okay. If I'm to set a customer avatar for Wizkid fan, I will target people from 10 years
No, I
to
don't
let's
say
say.
I didn't say targets. I'm not saying targets.
Okay,
We
let's
just
say
want to
target.
know. We just want to know how they behave. So don't say targets. I think that's what is confusing some of you. We've not gotten to all that side yet. We just want to know how they behave, what they are like, their behavior.
They're mostly on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, even Facebook. They're checking hip TV channels. They're checking
Okay.
they're checking the performance of their artists. They're checking to
Okay.
know whether they'll be on the top 10 list of the week or in a month. They're checking
Okay.
their awards, their Grammy and all that. That you see them in Boomplay. See them in all the play apps. You can your targets there. That's where they congregate.
What is their age? Start from the top.
Okay. Their age ranges from 10 to 40 years, okay, to 50 years. You can see people of 50 years that you have interest of music.
Are you sure? Sure, people that are 50 would have interest in music, but are you sure somebody that is 50 years will be a fan of Whiskey, Burna Boy, or this thing, or Davido?
Okay, no. You can't get a fan of Whiskey of 50 years. Even if you, there will be very few.
Okay.
Average of 30 years, 10 to 30 years.
Okay, all right. That's good. Is dream or desires?
It depends. If that person is a young artist, that means he will have a kind of follow-up to see if he can imitate him, to be like him.
Okay, that's one. Just go ahead if you can't answer. Hello, I can't hear you. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
I can't hear you anymore. Okay, let me just proceed since I can't hear him and I don't want us to waste time. Okay, Sunday, you want to do Burna Boy? Please go ahead.
Level, I'll say 8 plus 50, 60. That's because of the music.
I can't hear you clearly. Are you using earpiece or something?
Oh, I am. This is another device. Let me disconnect.
Okay, please disconnect.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Right. I said the avatar's age for Burna Boy fans would be around 8 to as far as 50, 60 because of the style of music. And
Okay.
what's his or her dream and desire? Like the just finished Grammy, every Burna Boy fan wanted a nominated Burna Boy to win the Grammy. They want to see him back so many awards. And for persons who are artists too, they would want, like, hopefully desire a feature someday from him.
Yeah.
And they would want to see his in the top chart. They always be anticipating his albums, expecting he doesn't give up, like he doesn't go low on the standard and stuff like that. And what does a day in his or her life look like? Future soldiers.